All right, we are live streamed.
All right, let's kick this thing off. Welcome, everybody. I'm going to help. Oh, never mind. Welcome, everybody. Next Tuesday on the 14th, we have a leadership mastermind in our main office in Plano, Texas. Daniel's putting this together, and I'm excited about it. It's from 10 to noon next Tuesday. I'm excited for many reasons, just to sit around and talk to some incredible people and understand who We Huddle is and where we're taking this thing and where we're going. And hopefully we can set some stupid, crazy goals and tell Daniel, hey, this is what we're going to do when you're in Europe. We're going to go crazy and take over the world. So that's next Tuesday. Then we have our residential boot camp. It's the third Thursday. No. Yeah, third Thursday, residential boot camp. Then we have the NTCAR Industrial Bus Tour. That's on the 15th of May. Make sure you're paying attention to everything on We Partners. Daniel has everything there for you. And then we have the July build. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss the July build. I went to Cabo, and it cost a lot more money to go to Cabo than it does to Dallas, Texas. So you don't want to miss this, because I'm telling you that Cabo meeting set me on fire. It took me to a whole new level. I was already excited about where I was going, but Cabo did it for me. I'm telling you, the July build, get your tickets now. It will sell out. For us that went to the regional rally here in Dallas, Texas, we were told it will sell out. And not only will it sell out, but they're also going to cut it off. They're not going to do no last minute. Well, hurry up and get a ticket. So get your ticket today. Just this one of those things that make your life simple and get those big things out of your way. Just buy it today, done, over with. And then we got EXPCon. It's 173 days away in the great state of Florida, in Miami, Florida. And that is October 27th through the 30th. It's going to be my first national meeting with EXP. I'm excited about it. My goal, I got a goal of how many people I want to get there, because I know how many people I get there is how much I'll multiply the next year by. And so make sure you're getting all this. Pay attention. Daniel does a phenomenal job of keeping all of us, hey, this is going on, this is happening, this is going on. I understand that it can feel overwhelming, and you're like, oh my God, there's too much going on. Just take a deep breath and do me a favor. Just pay attention to what Daniel's giving you on We Huddle or We Partners. Okay. Sometimes you got too many voices in your head. You got this group, that group, this group, that group. I would just, and my team, we're focused on Daniel and what Daniel's putting out there, because Daniel's given us the marching orders to be crazy, crazy successful here. So those are the announcements. I'm going to give my wins real quick before Daniel takes over. Big win last week. It felt amazing. Every day last week in the morning, I got activity numbers from our team. Each day, it felt amazing. At least one person said, hey, Peggy sent me a text. I did this. I don't want to take away from everybody's wins, but everybody was like, I did this, I did that. And it felt amazing. That's what building is all about. If you ever want to build, that's what stirs your heart, is when you get those activities like, hey, this happened, that happened, I did this, I did that. Because activity is king. Activity we can control. You cannot control results. If you focus on results, you'll never get results. You got to focus on activity, because you can control the activity. We can't control the results. And another win real quick is Jorge's on the call. I texted him this morning. I said, you don't want to miss Anna this morning. Anna's great. And so I got a brand new guest, Jorge, on the call. So those are my wins. Thank you.
Great. Go ahead, Peggy. Your hands are up. So if you're ready to speak, just share wins. Let's get through this quick.
I am. Yes. Okay, quick. Yes. Thank you, Paul, on that note. And same, I couldn't be more enlightened and encouraged and inspired by all of you, especially, Paul and Daniel and everybody really on the team. Last week, I had some results because I took action. So what I did is I blocked out time on my calendar, and that basically, just like Paul said, you can control the activity. Sometimes you can't control the results, but if you do one thing a day in regards, you will get action. So I've got booked client meetings this week just based on my activity last week. And every day I was like, I'm going to get up today and I'm going to do one thing, just one thing. And before you know it, that is how you build. And I've built sales teams before, and I'm excited to be on this journey with Paul and our team, because The energy is crazy. And yes, you need to take a moment to just take a deep breath, but keep on moving, because guess what, you guys? There's no other platform out there like this. And we are on the best team. We are on the we team. And I'm psyched. I'm going to let everybody else talk now because I'll talk forever. But
All right. Thank you, Peggy. Appreciate it. Carolyn.
Hey, I had a win this week. I did an open house a couple months ago, and guy called me back that he wants me to be his buyer's agent. So learning new stuff now, meeting with him tomorrow and going over some things and what their needs are and stuff. So that's a big win for me.
All right, great. Ton. I see your kids using that pool this weekend.
Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone had a great weekend. Happy Monday. Thanks, Paul, for always giving an amazing announcement, and Daniel for putting this meeting together. Excited to see everyone, all the smiley faces. Wins for the week. Last week, worked with two buyers, one out of state. Interestingly, with out of state, in my experience, I do a thorough video and put it on YouTube for the buyer to see. Sometimes FaceTime, right? What do you do when your client's out of state, is not in town? You basically viewing it on their behalf. And so for me, I just do a very thorough video, 5 minutes video, and put on, instead of sending it to them, I've just upload it to Facebook, to YouTube, so that they can see and then advise them on the property conditions. We put an offer in this particular property, 11 other offers, and just last night we were able to execute the contract, won the multiple offers. Pretty hot in Arlington. There's a certain area of Arlington, certain pockets is pretty hot. Second win for this week is we're closing on a property this Wednesday, and so excited about that. That's all I have.
That's great. Great. Yeah, I see Paul out there excited. It's Sadaf is like, man, this group is crazy, but it's good. Anna, share your wins, and then I'll share some. Anyone else after Anna and myself, raise your hand.
Hey, so some of the wins that I have, it's, going to listing appointments and buyer consultations. And I'm very excited that I have Vanessa, Heather, and Jennifer on this call. So I'm happy to see them out here, and those are my wins.
Perfect. Anyone else?
Raise my hand again.
Oh, go ahead, Paul. I thought you were just excited.
I am. But Carolyn held back, okay? This open house that Carolyn did, y'all need to listen to me. He was cocky and arrogant. He told her, I don't need no buyer's agent. I don't need it. I'm good. I'm great. And Carolyn just was calm and cool and said, okay, I understand. Here's my number. Let me get your number. Let's talk. And then the man calls her and still pounds her. What type of deal you going to get me? What type of deal you going to get me? And she's like, I don't work that way. She talked about the value. Let's go meet for coffee. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. She was so professional. And I told her, this guy, he's coming for you. And sure enough, he came back to her and said, hey, I want you representing me. And she didn't back down. She didn't cower down. She just stood her ground and said, hey, this is what I offer. This is what we're doing. Even her daughter, Carolyn's daughter, heard her negotiate with this guy. And she was so proud of her mother. She goes, you did good, Mom. Man, that's setting up. That's the type of stuff Daniel wants to do, is he wants to help the next generations. And but man, you did it. So she didn't brag enough about herself. So I'm doing it for her.
Thank you, Paul. Well, today I have a special guest. Sadaf is here. Sadaf, you want to share your wins and kind of share your excitement today?
Yeah, so I finally got done with all the real estate courses and I took my exam and passed. So yeah, that's my big win for today.
Yep. And went over the explanation model of EXP and just what our group is doing. She gets it. She understands growth. She understands the power of the sphere of just leveraging, and not just in this market, overseas, global, right? So just a lot of excitement here for the young generation, right? And I told her, like, you can go work for corporate or you can work for yourself. And her going to school in the university, understanding sales, understanding a lot of things. She understands the sales tactics of, being an entrepreneur. So she told me today she does not want to work for corporate. She cannot sit in front of a laptop and sitting there, even though she's young. And I said, well, are you sure? But I asked her a lot of good questions today, and she feels like she has the confidence in doing things, and and it's not just through me, right? With all you guys, all the leaders here on this call, as we continue to grow, she has a lot from the university level to give sales training, what she's learned in the university to us, because a lot of us don't have that fundamental sales background, right? So I said, you can bring to the table. You don't have to be a expert real estate practitioner yet. So she understands that. And yeah, so my win is getting these calls in. My win is actually booking my Airbnb in Paris, booking my car in Europe, and then I'm trying to find a safe place, Airbnb in Rome right now. That's the hardest thing, but I'll find it. I hearted some things on Airbnb. Got to get approval from the big boss and see which one she likes, and we'll go from there. But I'm excited. Our team, Ella and Justine, are working hard on creating those flyers. We're going to create, if you have anyone in Europe, in Paris, Amsterdam, Zurich, Italy, that you have connections, let me know. I'll have coffee with them. I'm going to create a flyer, so I'm going to post that out so you guys can share to meet with me. I may not put the dates on there because my wife probably wouldn't like having everyone know my itinerary that way publicly, but I might put it on Workplace. I might put the dates on Workplace because I do want to meet with other shareholders, because that's important, right? Because I want to understand how I can help those other shareholders grow or make connections or raise capital. So, all right, I'm going to go off. We have a special guest today, Anna Cantu. She's going to be teaching on lead generation via KV Core. I'm excited because Anna has been pouring into a lot of mentees in our organization. She has the heart of giving, and just that servant heart. So I'm honored to have Anna share her tips on lead generation to us. So please pay attention. It is recorded, so if you miss it, it is on YouTube. No pressure there, Anna, but go ahead, take it away.
Hey, thank you, Daniel. Thank you so much for putting this together. And I mean, I wouldn't be on this platform if it wasn't for you. And, I believe in what you're doing. You're a person that pours his heart out. So I love that. Okay, so we're going to start, you guys. Let me share my screen. Let me know if you guys can see this. Are you guys able to see?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Give me 1 second. So when you join EXP, you get the KV Core platform as part of your monthly payments that you make to EXP. So if you're not using this, you're missing out. It is intimidating. However, I'm going to teach you guys the tools that you need to take in order to take advantage of this platform. So the number one thing is when you log in, you're going to have this menu drop down here on the left, and you can expand it by hitting these 3 little arrows right here. So then once that expands, you will have more drop downs, and that's the scary thing, right? But I'm going to share with you the secret sauce to KV Core. So the secret sauce to KV Core is really simple, guys, and that's something that I've done myself. This is your business, so you have to take the time to, get to know KV Core. And the best way to get to know KV Core is you go to this question mark down here and you go to support docs. Under support docs, when you click on that, can you give me a thumbs up if you're watching this, if you can still see it? Okay, perfect. Under support documents, you're gonna have all the videos of everything that KV Core offers. And the videos are pretty informative. You can have your laptop and your desktop at the same time, so you can be working on whatever it is that catches your attention on KV Core. But I would definitely suggest you look at these videos because that's how I learned. No one taught me, this is something I learned on myself just by watching videos and putting the time out there, because once again, this is your business, right? So that's the way to go to those support documents. So support and training, and then support documents, and it takes you to that page. Now, in order to get into the lead generation, there are 2 steps we need to take. Especially like if you've never logged into KV Core, or if you have and you've never set up your website and your profile, that's the number 1 and 2 steps we got to take. So right here on the top right, you're going to find your name. When you find your name, you click on that and you're going to go to profile. So you click under profile. So once again, you drop down to profile. Once you get to your profile section, you're going to go to edit. Okay, so you want to make sure that when you edit this, that you have most of this information completed. So your picture, make sure you have an agent profile picture, your license number, and then you also, if you have social media that you want to showcase on your website, here's the place where you actually add that information. And then you want to make sure that your cell number or whatever number you use for your business, it's on there as cell and direct line. And just make sure you have check mark the show on site. And then the other thing is going to be your about me. So your about me can be your short bio, or it can be a mission statement. Like if you're new, what's your mission statement? You know, who do you want to help? Who's your avatar client? So that can be your bio. And then your signature, you want to make sure you have a signature for emails, because KV Core, it works as an AI, so it does the work for you. So you have to have like signature. Just make sure you have a signature on there. And then to the right, let me move this way. Oh, I don't think I can move it. To the right, you're going to have the hours that you're available. And then it's going to ask you more questions here on the right. So once you have done that, make sure you save it. Once everything is saved, then it's going to populate into your website. Second step we're going to do, it's going to be your website. So you're going to go back to this drop-down menu, and you're going to go to Web and IDX, and you're going to go to your website manager. You click on that. And on your website manager, you're going to see that this is your website. Everybody gets a website when they join EXP because you're part of KV Core. So this is your free website that you get. And okay, there we go. So once you're here, once you have clicked website manager, you want to click on website settings, manage my website settings. So you click on that, and you have a drop menu on your left. You want to make sure that you actually take the time to pick a template, like a site template. This is going to be your website. So on your website, you can pick one of these templates. And let's just look at this one, for example. So this one will have like your picture, your name, the drop-down information. And then it's going to look like this. It's going to have future areas. And it's going to have local market. Are you curious about the market? So that's the way that template looks. Like if you wanted to choose another one, this is another one that you can have. I think it's kind of, okay, this one's a little different. So I'm thinking of selling, looking to purchase, or get approved. So these are widgets that when they click on it, they're going to go to like a separate page. So you want to make sure you choose whichever one, you know, meets your needs, whichever one you like, and then you have to save it. So remember to save anything that you are choosing. You can choose your color as well. And then you can choose background images. The background images, you can choose whatever you want. So these images, you can choose as many as you want, and they just rotate. Like if one person clicks on your website, it's going to go to one of these backgrounds. So you can choose 1, 2, 3, 4, however many you want to choose. And then you want to make sure you're still saving it. You can also choose a background image. Like if you have your own that you have created, you can choose and upload that. If you have a secondary logo, you can add it on there as well. So all of this you can find by clicking on the left-hand side menu. Okay, so Once you save all of that, once you have chosen everything you want your website to look at, then you can come to your website and see what it looks like. So for example, like this is one of the drop downs that I chose, and you can see what it looks like. So once you have done all of that with your website builder, once you have chosen how you want it to look, you can come here, like I said, and then it has drop downs. So you can have drop downs of agent profile, our listings, we're hiring, resources. These are widgets that you can add on that website builder that I just showed you guys. So let's go back to KV Core. So once you have done all of this homework, now we're getting into the lead gen. Now we're ready to finish the last 10 minutes of our call. So on the drop-down menu, once again, we're gonna go to playbooks. Okay, so once you click on playbooks, the thing that I'm gonna be working on today, it's gonna be the playbooks of promote a listing. So we're gonna open that playbook. Once here, you have the option to promote other agents' listings if you don't have your own listing, but you have to make sure that you actually get permission from the agent. You have to get permission from the agent to use their listings, and you also have to give them credit whenever you're making a post. So for example, you can choose company listings if you don't have any listings, or you can choose my listings if you have listings. Or if you have a listing in mind, you can choose that listing. So I'm gonna go to, let's see, I'm gonna choose this listing, for example, and I'm gonna give you guys, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. So once you choose a listing to work with, because you have called the agent and asked for permission, then you're promoting your own listing, you're gonna start promoting on the one you choose. Okay, so you're gonna hit promoting. There's two types of generating leads from playbooks on this specific one only. So the first one, it's gonna be paid advertisement, and the next one is gonna be for free. So the free one, we can go to leverage social media. You're gonna click on this tab, leverage social media. From here, we're gonna do the free one first. So we're gonna go to digital promotion. Once you're on digital promotion, it's gonna build for that particular MLS or listing that I chose. It's gonna build a squeeze page or a landing page. It also has Craigslist if you like working with Craigslist. And if the listing has a website on MLS that the agent has uploaded themselves, it's also gonna give you a virtual tour. So the virtual tours, I really like them because it promotes, let me show you what that looks like. So for example, for this one, it's gonna give me like a little video, of the property, if it has a virtual tour on MLS. So it does this on its own, like it continues to play the picture. So you can copy this link and post it on your Facebook. So let's go back to KV Core. And then, so we're gonna go back to a squeeze page, for example. The reason why I like the squeeze page and the landing page is because you can capture the lead. And if a lead comes in and they click on one of your squeeze pages or landing pages, it's gonna ask them to input their information, such as their name, phone number, and email. And that's going to go directly to your email once they click on that. So that's how you capture the lead. Now, once you capture that lead, you want to make sure you do a follow-up, because if you don't follow up with that lead, then that's time wasted. So for example, we're going to work on this. We're still under leverage social media, digital promotion for free. And we're going to do a squeeze page. So I am going to post this on Facebook, okay? It's gonna do it automatically for me. So we're waiting. So it's gonna create a post. It creates the post for me automatically, and I can just say, just list it, or whatever you want to say on here. It's a little slow, so I'm waiting on it. Give me just 1 second. So you can say, just list it. I'm trying to move this and I can't. Okay, hold on. Give me 1 second, guys. Okay, so then once you say just list it or whatever you want to put on there, you share it. Okay, so once it's shared, it's going to come to whatever Facebook you're using, whether that's your personal or your other one. So once you have shared a listing, it's going to look like this. The post is going to look like this. And then when someone comes in and they click on this, it's going to take them to your page. And that's why we want to work on your profile and your website before you start doing any lead generations. So it's going to come to your page. And if they save it, it's going to prompt them to input their information on there. So if they save it or if they have a question, it's going to ask them to input their information on there. Okay. So that's how you build. That's how you build lead generation squeeze pages. Okay, so let's go back to KV Core. Now that we learned what a squeeze page looks like, we're gonna go to a landing page. A landing page is a little different. I'm gonna show you what that looks like. And remember, it does this automatically for you, so you really don't have to do much. So I got to move this. Okay, I'm gonna share this one. This is a landing page, so it's a little different than a squeeze page. So for a squeeze page, you're gonna click on that. And this is what it looks like. So it gives them the option. It creates a website, and I'm trying to do a drop down here, but I can't. Let me see. Okay, so on the bottom here, I don't know why it doesn't show. I don't know if you can see it, but on the bottom, it has a name and an email, and it captures that lead for you. So let me try to see if I can move this bar. So it doesn't let me go down. Maybe it's the Zoom call, but it's going to give you the email, and it's also going to ask for the name and phone number on the bottom. So that's what it's going to look like. Now we're going to go back here and go back to KV Core. So those are the free ones that you can use in order to start promoting. Now, if you want to pay and you don't want to pay directly with Facebook, which you can do from the free squeeze page, if you want to pay from here, you can go to Property Boost now. Once you are on Property Boost, then it's gonna say up here. So remember, leverage social media. We're still on playbooks, leverage social media, Property Boost. We're still working on that same listing I recovered from my listings. So I'm gonna go to Boost now. And this is the paid version, guys. So this is where you can get the most impressions, and this is where it generates the leads. So let's say you have it's a new listing, you can do listing, or if it's just an existing listing. If you are hosting an open house, you can do this lead generation for 2 to 3 days before your open house. So let's say you're doing an open house, if you're doing a price reduce, and you can also say sold, like if a property has sold, you can choose a sold ad. So let me show you what that looks like. If you were just doing a listing, it's gonna give you here the preview of the ad. This is what it's going to look like on Facebook. And they're gonna do this for you. So it's something that you can just come in here and do it really quickly. let's look at the desktop. This is what it's going to look on the desktop, and this is how it's going to look on a phone. So then it's going to ask you on here if you want them to display the price. So you click yes, and then the price popped up over here. And then display image overlay. So this is up to you, like you can play with this. On the website, you want to make sure you choose the default site, which is your website on here. So it's already there for you. You don't have to move it. And then you don't have to do nothing else on there. So this is for a listing, okay? Let's say you're doing an open house, same thing. You're gonna come down here, and then here's where it gives you the pricing. So if you're doing an open house and it's a listing that you want to promote and you want to get the people that live around that listing, you want to get their information. So you can choose some of these paid ads. It can create it for you. You can choose a 3-day ad, and it's going to give you up to 1,000 times that people are going to see it, and it gives you up to 12 contacts on your database. If you want to do $60, it's 7 days. So if you're doing an open house, you want to do it like immediately, like on Monday. But if you're just promoting a listing, like this would be a good opportunity for, this would be the one you choose for promoting a listing. This would be like for an open house because it's 3 days before. If you want to do an extended promotion for 21 days, you choose, you know, the most expensive. Once you choose that, then it prompts you to pay. And once you have paid, then it's going to start coming up. So let me show you. I'm going to go back here. Okay. So I'm going to go to Property Boost. So for example, on this one, I was promoting that listing because we had an open house for that listing that Gabby and I have. And I'm going to show you what that looks like here in a minute. But here's also more videos that you can look at if you still have questions after this call, because we're like running a little over. So here are more videos that you can look into. And when you get a lead, like I said, it comes directly to your email. So you want to make sure that you follow up with that agent right away. So let me see if let me go to dashboard here. Okay, so on my dashboard, here are some of the leads that I got from that 3-day promotion on the listing on the open house we had. So we had, I believe I had about 4. I had David, Pika, Darla. Let's see. I think that's all I had. I had about 3. So 3 potential clients that, you know, you have to text, you have to call, you can send a video, you can send an email, but you have to call them. So there we go. We're going to stop the sharing, and that's it for today.
Great. Thank you, Anna. Appreciate it. If you like having, you know, someone share tips throughout our week, please let us know, because this is our first time that we have, you know, a guest speaker like Anna sharing, you know, 10 minutes or 15 minutes of sharing. If that's what we want to do going forward, we can continue that. Thank you, Paul, for the recommendation of, you know, because yes, we get to see each other, you know, weekly on these calls, and it's important that, you know, we have, you know, 20 people on the call with our AI bots, right? Really 18. You know, how can we have more people in our group participate, right? Because sharing our wins is important, right? Get our Monday started, but also providing these little tips for the residential side. We might have commercial speakers share tips of how to connect with clients and things like that. So it's up to us. This is our group. We control it, our community, we build it. So however we want to grow, I know that there was a gentleman that said, hey, can we do stuff on Wednesday evening? Sure, you can do it. You don't have to wait for me. You don't have to wait for Anna. You don't have to wait for Paul. If you want to get a group of people on a Zoom call on Wednesday, welcome to do that, right? So you guys, and I know other groups do that already. They have their own Zoom calls, so I appreciate them taking charge and leadership. But I appreciate everyone on the call. Thank you, Anna. Have any questions? Any last minute
This
questions?
is recorded, guys. So Daniel records this meeting, so you can go back and look at this video. So
And
make sure you do that.
yeah, and if you have other team members that you think it would be good for them to do what Anna taught today, please share it. It's on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook Messenger, or Facebook chat. So just push out. Okay.
And next week, TC's training us.
Sorry, I put a chat on
Oh yeah,
in a circle.
TC can't make it next week, so we'll find
Yeah, I
another.
can't.
Okay.
Yeah, I have my aunt visiting, and
Okay.
need to take aunt and mom to Houston
All
Monday,
right, Carolyn will
Tuesday.
do it. Don't worry about it.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But yes, you guys
Thank
have a
you,
great.
guys. Have a good week.
Thank
And-
you, Anna.
And
You're awesome.
everyone's a leader. Everyone's a leader. So whoever can make it next Tuesday, I would love for you guys to come because it's going to be in person. We're going to have a serious talk about continued, not just growth, but also like getting leads for doing deals. It's important. The market is tough. We all understand that. So let's come together. Let's mastermind. Let's figure out how do we continue to grow. All right. Bye, guys.